Hey, Keion, this is Daniel Yafuzi from the Miami Herald. Welcome to Miami. Just first wanted to start off by asking you, obviously, it seems like you have a past relationship, a past history with Josh Boyer. Just what role did he play on you coming to Miami and early on in that one season in New England? What was the impact that he had on your career?
Yeah, man. Josh Boyer, like I said, is a great coach. Obviously, he drafted me when I was in New England, uh, and he's actually developed me, within my rookie year. But like I say, great guy, really good coach, and I know he's going to put in the effort as a coach towards me as a player, and making sure that I have all the tools and necessary essentials to be a great football player. So that was my um, reasoning for choosing Miami in the terms of Josh Boyer. And like I say, he's a good coach, and I get the best out of his players, and that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Barry?
Hi, Keon. I know you didn't play a ton of defensively with the Giants last year. You played more defensively in Houston, obviously. Did Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, or Josh give you any sense of whether you will get an opportunity to play defensively here?
I think that's always the expectation. Even being a special teams player, you always look for opportunities where you can fit in to make the team better. And whether that's me being on special teams, me being at the nickel or the outside corner, I think wherever I can fit in to make the team better, that's the position I'll be playing. And I think with the assets that I have, they'll try to find every um, uh, they'll try to find every chance and possibility to give me a role. But as we work through those kinks, my main goal here is to make the team better and do what I can do to the best of my ability.
Thanks.
Yeah, no doubt.
Joe Shad, Palm Beach Post.
Hey, Keon, it's good to meet you. You mentioned special teams, and there's a lot of good special teamers, but there's only a handful of great special teamers. What do you think is required of a great special teams player?
I think a discipline. Thanks for the question, Joe, by the way. But I think a discipline, just to understand the craft. Special teams, like another position, or it's very different in offense and defense because it's the only team on the field that has multiple aspects to it. It has offensive players, defensive players, and it has guys who specialize in special teams. And I think it takes a team effort. It takes a lot of ability to lead and ability to follow, a lot of communication aspects. But at the end of the day, it takes a lot of hard, tough-nosed guys that's willing to go get the ball. And I think, we have that, and I think we're going to work to create more of that here this year and the years following. So that's the things I think it takes to be a great special teams unit. I don't think it's one player that makes a unit the best. I think it's a team effort, and that's what I'm here to do. And we'll see how that goes.
This has nothing to do with special teams, but I heard that there's a street named after you in your hometown.
Yeah, it definitely is.
How did that come about, and what does that mean to you?
It's actually I was surprised with it. I want to say I think it was last year, or I would say about maybe a year and a half ago. I was surprised with it. My hometown, Garysburg, actually, had a revealing, and I was actually shocked, man, because that was a dream come true. To have the street that you live on. My parents still stay. Or one of my parents still stay back in my hometown, so he visits the street. My dad visits the street very often, and it's a dream come true, man. And like I said, the town is accumulated with about less than 1,000 people, I would say. So it's still kids there that needs to be motivated, that needs to be inspired, and I'm glad that God put me in a position to be able to be that in the inspiration. So
what's the official name of the street?
it's Keion Crossen Street.
Keion Crossen. Excellent. Thank you. Nice.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Does anybody else have any questions for Keion? Travis Wingfield, Dolphins.com.
Hey, Keion, good to see you again, man. I know last time we chatted, you mentioned briefly your master's degree. I just wanted to kind of get you to follow up on that and talk a little bit more about the decision to pursue that master's degree and what exactly you have it in.
Yes, sir. Like I said, my master's degree is in theology. The decision I made to pursue it was basically, man, I'm an educated individual and I like to pursue education. I think knowledge is not only power, but it's actually a stream to communication, is a stream to, meeting others and communicating with others. And, I like to learn. That's even with football, outside of football, I love to learn. And most people think theology is all about, the Bible, the Bible, but actually it teaches you about different cultures. When I, get a chance to go and I'm sitting with a Buddhist, I know exactly the culture. I know how to, what exactly they accept, exactly what they don't accept. And it's just a way to network and to create different relationships. And it's been a trying educational period for me because obviously, Liberty has a strict master's program, but it's definitely been a discipline action that I took, and I take pride in it. And like I said, I hope guys in the league take a lot more pride in, whether it's finish their undergrad, going to get their master's, but education is important. And I hope, one day that my kids are able to do the same thing. And that's what I wanted to start, just that educational generational wealth, if you will.
Thanks, Keion.
Yes, sir.
All right, last call for questions for Keion.
Come on, guys. I know you got something else interesting. Let's go.
There we go, Joe. Go ahead.
So Coach Mike McDaniel, I don't know how much time you've gotten to speak with him yet, but do you have kind of a first impression?
Man, that is an exciting guy. Obviously, he loves speed. I think that's one thing he mentioned to me for sure. But one thing he mentioned for sure is family. The place is, it's like family. You can even tell that within, the walls of the facilities. And like I say, he's all about having fun, enjoying the game, and he let his players be who they are, and that's one thing I like about him. Like I say, when I first met him, man, he was just chilling on the couch, talking. It wasn't even about ball. It was just about life, and that's all that matters. We know he's a hell of a coach, and he'll get to prove that when his time comes. And at the end of the day, man, he's, like I say, he's a player's coach. So I'm looking forward to, getting to know him a little bit more, and I'm sure he's looking forward to getting to know me a little bit more as well.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Omar Kelly, Sun Sentinel.
What brought you to major in theology? Like what inspired that?
So as a young guy, I was always into church, but I never could figure out, what church was about. You know what I mean? And you go when I go into a Baptist church, obviously there's a lot of shouting and hooping and hollering, and you don't know exactly what's going on, but something's happening. So I just wanted to dig deeper. I had a pastor by the name of Reverend Lee. He's my hometown pastor, and I met with him a few times, and he actually, encouraged me. He said, "Hey, if you ever want to just try to figure out, what exactly is that you're doing." We met a few times, and then it was one youth Sunday. He let me kind of be the MC. So I wasn't actually the lead pastor, but I was the MC, and I really, really enjoyed it. And actually, I always tell people the feeling that I got preaching on that one Easter Sunday when he actually gave me the opportunity, I think it was about 2 years ago, it was way better than any feeling I had, even the Super Bowl that we won and with the Patriots if Super Bowl 53, it was way better than that. So I know that's a passion that I have, because not only does it help me lead people, it helps change people's lives. That's whether it's in a church or whether it's just evangelizing out here in the world. It's that comes just every day. It's an everyday thing that I just try to pursue and try to get better at.
So what would you say after all your studies is a purpose for life?
So the purpose for life, honestly, man, it's three things I would say for the most part. And that's one thing would be to be a better person. Find your better self, And that helps you get the best out of others, because the more you know about yourself, the better you can get things out of others. And the next thing, man, is to enjoy life, have a good time, and try to be as respectful as possible. I think those three concepts, that all leads within the integrity factors of obviously respect, honesty, doing all the right things, right? And I think that's a given. Being respectful, being honest, that's a given. Everyone should do that, but that's not always the case.